always have this problem. Well, thank you all for coming out tonight. For those of you that don't know me, I am Shannon, Pottie Whitaker. I am a 4-year current council member for the city of Grange, and I am a small business owner. My children have all attended Grange Elementary. I have 5 in total, my husband Shannon and I. My youngest just finished Grange Elementary last year, so I am a big supporter of our community. I have a lot invested in this city, being a business owner, owning a home, and having children that are involved. I am running for mayor because I think that the city of LaGrange needs a change. As your next mayor, I will not take away the assets that make our city what it is. As your mayor, I will build on those assets. I will work to make them better. My integrity.
Time's up. Mr. Black, John Black.
Thank you very much for being here tonight. I'm John Black, a lifelong resident of LaGrange, grew up about 2 blocks from here on the railroad track. First, I'd like to say to my wife, thank you for being here tonight. My wife for 27 years, Karen. She's been with me the whole way. I've devoted my entire adult life trying to help out Oldham County and the city of LaGrange. I served as a city council member. When the late Bob Tice passed away, they voted me to be the mayor. I served 2 consecutive terms for mayor of LaGrange, and following that, 2 consecutive terms of mayor of the county judge executive. And I'm sure each of y'all had a calling in life, and I feel like my calling is in public service. It's what I love to do. I love this town, and that's why I stand here tonight, because I feel like I've been called once again to lead this city in the most difficult times. And I ask for your all's vote on November 6th to allow me to take my experience, my vision, and my leadership to get that done for the citizens of LaGrange. Thank you very much.
Mr. Black, you get the first question.
Yes, sir.
Where do you see LaGrange in 10 years, and how do you plan to enact that vision?
That is huge, and that's the reason I need to be the mayor, because I believe it's going to take my leadership, my vision, my experience, having been in this office for many years. I see LaGrange just bolstering in many different ways. That's the reason I will have to be on top of the transportation system of this whole city. I've worked very well for the Federal Highway Administration, the State Highway Department through my many years of service. You take Commerce Parkway, the I-71 interchange, Oldham Reserve, and we're on the cusp of breaking loose here. So I think it's going to take a mayor who understands those issues, has the ability to go to Frankfurt, go to our senators, and make sure the infrastructure will be in place. Downtown LaGrange, I've always fought for the charm of the city. I will continue to fight for the charm of the city, because in my walking, everyone that I've walked and talked to says what we like about LaGrange and why we moved here, A, is the schools, and secondly, is the charm of this city. So I'm going to hold that charm intact, because I think that's what people want, is a nice city that maybe they had come from by moving here, and they want a piece of that right here and share it with them.
Thank you. Ms. Whitaker. Same question. Ms. Smith. Where do you see LaGrange in 10 years, and how do you plan to enact that vision?
I see LaGrange as a thriving city that has not lost its small town feel, small town character. By doing that, we need to maintain our city police department. I feel that that's one issue that's been brought up throughout my walk and throughout my campaign, is there seems to be a lot of misunderstanding there. Some of the questions that I have been getting on my walk is, why are we wanting to get rid of our small town police? This is something that was brought up years ago, and it was a talk, and we can go back and actually look at some of the council meetings. And I think the first mention of it was in 2013. So I think in order to keep our town thriving in the way it is, we must maintain and must keep our police department. Our police department is what makes LaGrange LaGrange. If we were to merge our police departments, we would lose our call time. We would lose the fast response time. We would lose the feeling of security in our neighborhoods. So to me, making sure that our assets and everything that we have in place right now, that we keep that. Our historical district, I am not up for destroying that, and that is some things that I've heard on my campaign walk. I love our historic district. I want to maintain and keep everything in the historic district. What I do want to change is the way it's ran, the boards. I think in order for our city to thrive, we need to open up our board to citizens. Instead of having the same group of people that are controlling.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You get the next question first, though. In the past, LaGrange City government has faced challenges with transparency and fiscal responsibility. How do you plan to address these issues?
Most of you that know me and watch the city council meetings, you know that this has been my #1 priority the 4 years that I've been on council. As a business owner, I'm always looking at numbers. I have been told in the past, you don't need to nickel and dime everything. But you know what? This is your money. This is the taxpayers' money. It's my money. I have 24 employees that pay the 1% occupational tax. A lot of them are single moms that have to buy diapers and formula. 1% may not be a lot to a lot of you folks, but when you're a single mother and you're having to buy diapers, that 1% adds up. So I plan to put transparency into City Hall. We need segregation of duties. We need strong internal controls, which have not existed since the time that I have been on council. So that would be my #1 priority, is to bring strong internal controls, segregation of duties, which is what we need. We do have some really good staff members in City Hall. I just think that they need to be up to date on training. That would be one of my main goals, is to see that every staff member in City Hall is trained properly, and that they have the training that they need in order to. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep seeing the sign go up. So that's my first priority, would be to add transparency, to make sure that everyone knows where their city dollars are going. Like I said, I have a lot invested in this city. I have a business, and I have a home, and I have children that live here, and I want to make sure that your tax dollars and my tax dollars are not being spent frivolously. Thank you.
Same question, Mr. White. Would you like me to repeat?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In the past, LaGrange City government has faced challenges with transparency and fiscal responsibility. How do you plan to address these issues?
Well, I've attended a number of city council meetings of recent, and really it's really a fiasco up there if you've seen what goes on. Becomes sort of a shouting match, accusatory time, and I agree Shannon wants change, but I think her change needs to come about in attacking good people in open session about how they're keeping their books at City Hall. I don't think it's appropriate time to try to question someone's ability in open session, and I think that's been certainly her downfall. I think a lot of employees at City Hall have been accused of missing monies and things like that, but come to find out, none of them are missing. But it's just a time for her to try to make accusations, embarrass good people, and I think that's improper. Certainly I want to be transparent, and I will be transparent with everything. One thing I want to make clear, I don't know how many minutes I have, 1 minute. I want you to say this for me, if you would, in unison. I will not merge police departments. Can you say that for me?
I will not merge police departments.
I'm tired of hearing it. So, there's one thing I will promise you. I will not merge police departments, and I won't cancel Halloween.